Alright, everyone settle down. We've just got intel that Mobius 1 won't be in the game. So, we should be able to win this war pretty easily. Hey, do you guys hear that? Hello again, and welcome to Ace Combat 7 Skies Unknown, a game where you play as a mute psychopath destroying enemies in refugee tents with no remorse. And you may be wondering why we're targeting non-combatants 40S rank.
Bombers incoming. Don't know how many.
Let's clear that runway. We don't got all day here.
Main squadron, head to runway.
Flying with us in our first mission is Clown, and yeah, that's the only guy I can remember. But let's put ourselves in his shoe real quick. Your base just got attacked and you got a new guy with you. He doesn't talk much and you gotta watch over him. And while you're flying in your F-16 ready to coach him in his first real combat, he passes you with an F-22 Raptor fully equipped with special parts and doing moves that would cause most pilots to black out. But anyways, Princess Roseka said the least declares war on Osea and all countries on the Eurasian continent, stationing the IUN peacekeeping force. But all I heard was there was going to be a lot of bloodshed and I was in. For our second mission, they sent us to retake an airfield, and that's when we encounter our first drones, the MQ-99. They move extremely fast and do turns that make your missiles forget who the target is and strike civilian houses instead, but they're no trouble for us. We're sent to go deal with some Erusian fighters who are giving our allied forces some trouble. Why do I hear boss music? That's a lot of drones. After destroying all the drones, the Arsenal bird deploys a shield, forcing everyone to do a tactical retreat.
Meanwhile...
So former President Harling is being held at the space elevator, and they're sending me to navigate through their defense and take out their anti-air defense, so a helicopter can land and pick him up. No worries, Mr. Harling. I'll make sure you make it back to Osea alive.
I'm about to end this man's whole career.
My bad. So we've been sent to prison for the alleged assassination of Harling. And what better to do with a mute psychopathic pilot than to let him fly again? Unless they have an explosion implanted in my head, that is the worst idea I've ever heard. But whatever. Joining us for this mission, we got Count and the gambling guy and the hacker guy. Well, that's all I can remember. But anyways, every other pilot here are convicts, so they get the leftover jets. But Trigger's different. He brought with him an experimental X-02 Strike Wyvern equipped with a railgun that could pretty much destroy anything in one shot. So the bombers were no problem. Now for this mission, we're being sent to weaken a base located in the desert. I bet everyone's going to make it out just fine. For this mission, we'll have to escort an allied squadron out of the valley in terrible weather and mountainous terrain. But other than that, it's a simple mission.
Negative. I'm not letting this slide. You could have done that sooner. I want to understand the enemy.
Well, never mind. I guess it's a boss fight now. So the two of us engage in a dogfight that defies the laws of having blood. And it's one of the harder boss fights, not because of the enemy, but because of the lightning in the ground. But we get the better of him, and he flies off. Sadly, we will never know who he is. Oh, what's this? It's the guy's file. I wonder where this came from. Now, it says here, he's a pilot whose flight data was used to program all of the drones, and his name is,
Mihaly, Dimitru, Margarita, Cornelio, Leopold, Blanca, Carol, Aeon, Ignatius, Raphael, Maria, Nikitas, A. Shalaji.
I think I'll just call him Mihaly. For this mission, we're tasked with destroying an oil refinery with the people still inside. You could literally hear the workers crying for help in your radio. And when the workers try to escape in their fuel trucks, we relentlessly hunt them down, pursuing them through the sandstorm and destroying each and every one of them. Now, all we're gonna have to do is disable some radars while staying under the clouds so you don't get shot down by missiles. So it's a pretty simple mission. Hey look, we even got reinforcements. Well, I guess not. Seems like they've hacked into our targeting system somehow, but that shouldn't be anything to worry about. Great, they're launching nukes at us now. Let's hope nothing else happens.
Count, one to go. Go get him. Righto, this is it. All right, I got the last one. Damn it! God damn it! Why is this? Fullbang got tagged as an enemy. You did that on purpose, Bandog. It was an accident. It got out of control.
So we're being transferred because the higher up sees potential in our ability to turn fighter jets into fireballs. So we're tasked with escorting.
This will result in solitary anyone who disobeys into solitary.
I want you idiots to understand the gravity of this operation.
Anyways, we defend the plane and it crosses into friendly territory, so this is a pretty boring mission.
It closed in fast.
Unknown considered hostile.
So Trigger and Count have been transferred to the Long-Range Strategic Strike Group, where we will be doing a long-range strategic strike on an Erusian fleet and supply line. And while killing hundreds, the squad is role-playing chicken, like what the hell. So we and some other Ocean squadrons are tasked with defending a railgun called Stonehenge as it powers up. Erusia begins sending tanks and bombers to try and destroy Stonehenge, but we're able to prevent that from happening. Oh great, it's the Arsenal bird.
Here they come.
Now we're tasked with slowing down the Arsenal bird by taking out its main propeller so that Stonehenge can get a clean shot at it.
Hey, damn it!
Well, that's one Arsenal bird down. For this mission, we're being sent to blow up some bunkers that contain some IRBMs by guiding bombers. With all the bunkers destroyed...
Alert! We've detected an IRBM launch. Confirmed signature on our radar.
Well, that's not good.
Confirmed signature on our radar.
So for this mission, we have to secure a base by going through a canyon, and the reason for going through the canyon is for stealth. How do the people using the spotlight not hear the jets and helicopter at all? I get through the canyon with relative ease. We then secure the base. Ah, the city of Farbanti, with its beautiful beaches, skies, towns, and meteor crater. And we're here today to take it. We fight through swarms of enemy fighters, tanks, and ships to satiate our thirst of blood. And also for our country or something. Mihaly and his squad arrive, so I quickly take them out, and the chicken guy decides to volunteer and lure Mihaly as I try to hit him with a missile. Well, he wasn't much help. Oh, that's not good. So Osia and Erusia decide to destroy each other's satellite, which had the added consequences of wiping out the entire world satellite network and plunging the planet into a communication blackout. Anyways, we're sent on a mission to protect a defecting Erusian general trying to broker peace or something. I don't know, I'm not a math guy. This mission wasn't that hard, it was just a bit annoying having to identify everyone before shooting at them. But whatever, we finish the mission and the general leaves unscathed. This mission's pretty boring. They're trying to refuel the Arsenal bird or something, so we take care of that. The base is low on supply, which includes ammunition and fuel for my babies. So we set out for a simple supply run that includes taking out anti-air defense, fleeing refugees on trucks and refugee tents, which are all necessary for my S rank on the mission, I think. Anyways, Cell Squadron arrives without Mihaly this time, so I begin taking them out.
As expected, but a lucky shot would be boring.
Mihaly is back, this time equipped with an X-02 Strike Wyvern with a railgun attached to it, and replacing his blood with something else other than blood, because there's no way a human can move like that. We dodge out Mihaly's railgun shots and shoot like 5 missiles at him, but he's still somehow flying.
That bastard's moving in a way that minimizes the damage even when he's hit.
Yeah, buddy, I don't think that's how planes work. But Mihaly is no match for Trigger, as he lands a final blow on him, taking Mihaly out of the war, and his final words for us is to take out the drones or something. But Mihaly's not dead, he's just retired now. So we get a message from the Scrap Queen that the Erusian radicals have been pushed back to the space elevator. So a coalition of Osean and conservative Erusians, including Soul Squadron, link up in an attempt to retake the space elevator and take down the last Arsenal bird. We begin taking out the radicals first, and the Arsenal bird launches nukes from the distance. But we make quick work of them, so big boy Arsenal bird decides to step in. Great, the Arsenal bird has a laser now. We fight through the hordes of drones and take out the propeller, but the Arsenal bird finally updates and figures out he can just keep his shield on forever, using power from the space elevator. But the princess does some stuff in the elevator and cuts off power, taking out most of the drones and the Arsenal bird's shield. So we demolish the bird piece by piece, and it finally goes down, and that ends the war. So 2 drones were able to get access to Mihaly's flying style and begin decimating Ally and try to take down Count. But in a brilliant move, he uses the princess who was parachuting down from the elevator as a flare, saving himself. The drones are trying to use the space elevator to transfer Mihaly's flight data to other drone factories around the world. And thousands of Mihaly isn't a good thing, so we set out with the remaining Soul Squadron and some other Erusian pilots to stop them before the space elevator powers up.
Signal is lost.
So, I gotta say, great game. The story was good.
The UAV went into the undersea tunnel. That tunnel leads to the space elevator.
The last drone flies into the tunnel, trying to reach the space elevator to upload its data, and we chase it down, dodging closing doors and reaching the drone, destroying it and the data receiver. We fly up the space elevator and out the top, and with that, the war is over. The princess is definitely dead. Triggers gets sent back to jail for all the war crimes he's committed. Overall, a happy ending. So, I gotta say, great game. The story was good, the gameplay was good. Like and subscribe if you liked the video, and I'll see you later.